Our last speaker, maybe you know him from the beginning of the day, will invite you to talk about the role as a distributor in healthcare in 2025 to show how it's important. These slides and support. Thank you very much.
I'll pay you for that introduction. So, as I say, good afternoon. It is me again. It's a pleasure to speak with you all today at our Innovating Healthcare Together event. As Marcus has introduced me, I'll skip past that. And usually I'd now go on to introducing Ultrapolymers, but again, you're here at our event, so I think you probably know us. So I'll keep it pretty brief. Ultrapolymers have been around for about 22 years. We've 27 offices, 46 warehouses, and over 350 employees spread across Europe. We're part of the Ravago Group, who are the largest independent compounder in Europe, and also have a broad global footprint themselves. As Marcus said, today I'm here to talk to you about the role of a polymer distributor in healthcare in 2025, and why they are increasingly valuable if you're involved in healthcare, diagnostics, or medtech. No matter if you're where you are in the supply chain, be you a designer, a converter, a brand owner, or a bit of all of them, a trusted and reliable distribution partner is of vital importance. Over the past 5 or so years, the industry has been in significant flux. When COVID hit, we had a massive impact on the way we all operate as businesses. We saw the effect of logistics issues, which caused a big push for nearshoring or for enhanced stockholding. We saw digitization of our working structures and a move away from the traditional in-person healthcare and also traditional in-person working. One positive from COVID was it did demonstrate that it was possible to develop, produce, and ship components far quicker than we typically had in the past. But also, we've probably all seen since then, we've kind of slowed back to the old development cycle just over the last few years. It's also worth saying that the public's interaction with healthcare has also changed. Following the pandemic, people were a lot more comfortable in self-testing. People are increasingly monitoring their health with wearables and also self-medicating on a regular basis. There were also significant changes in the regulatory side of things, with changes to MDR, as well as an increased awareness of VDI and other regulations, sometimes linked to geopolitical changes like Brexit. Other geopolitical situations, such as the instability in the Ukraine and the troubles in the Middle East, are reinforcing the fragility of the global supply chain and certainly enhanced by the uncertain times that we find ourselves in. Of course, sustainability is also a topic that's garnered a huge amount of attention over the years, and it's only become more pronounced as we deal with the fallout and the sheer amount of landfill waste we saw through the pandemic. All of these trends are driving the discussions that we're having in healthcare and, of course, in other industries too. This broad range of issues needs more than just one solution. In fact, even within a single market, multiple solutions are required. That's one reason why the broad toolkit a polymer distributor can offer, such as us, gives you a huge amount of value with industries such as healthcare. So I'm pleased to take you through those topics now. Unsurprisingly, the first one is materials. And I'm sure when you all think of a polymer distributor, this is the first thing you think of. By nature, any polymer distributor offers you a huge amount of variety, choice, and advice you just can't get anywhere else. We're fortunate working at Ultrapolymers with some of the leading influencers and innovators within healthcare, such as LyondellBasell, Ineos Styrolution, and Biovox, to name just a few. These companies have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of experience, which, added to our own and yours, can ensure that you have the need or all of the information you need to make the right solution and the right choice going forward. Our culture as a team at Ultrapolymers values long-term relationships with our clients. That means we're driven by giving you the right solution, like Julian says, for you, not the right solution for us, even if that does mean directing you somewhere else. With the unique range of materials, people, and the industries that we work in, we're in a position which can allow us to offer creative material solutions to even the most challenging demands. I can think of a specific case recently where I was working with a customer who was creating a valve housing for food, beverage, and medical use. What they really needed was a solution that worked for all. And their current solution, which was polycarb and acetyl, just didn't. So instead of trying to find a polycarb or acetyl solution that worked, we worked with our TPE partner to create a TPE for a housing, and then also supplied a HDPE for the internal mechanism, all wrapped in a polypropylene shell. That customer went from a complicated assembly of 6 or 7 different components to a simpler, more cost-effective and fit-for-purpose solution containing just 4. Next up, supply chain. With the numerous issues being faced globally, even more focus is being put on shoring up supply chains around the world. Security of supply is critical. However, it has to be balanced with cash flow and space. A distributor, such as Ultrapolymers, can enhance your supply chain by lowering your minimum order quantities, offering local warehousing, enhanced stock holding, or stable pricing, or a blend of all. We're increasingly offering our services to clients who are striving to find the right balance of flexibility and security. With local warehousing, an established supply chain, and a strong financial footing, we can alleviate some of the pain in sourcing and storing your polymers. I took over this role in healthcare during COVID. As you can see, I've mentioned it a few times already. And I've not had a more stressful time than when it's come to the logistics side, monitoring sea freight and air freight for our critical customers. This ensured, and this really demonstrated to me, how vital a global view is. And that's why, as part of a global group, our logistics team are instrumental in keeping many of our clients producing with materials sourced from plants both near and far. At Ultrapolymers, we see our job as a polymer distributor as more than just delivering you a bag of material. Our objective is to give you a supply solution that gives you confidence that the materials you need are where you need them, when you need them, so you can focus on your business and the important aspects for your future. That's why a robust supply chain is so vital. Cash flow is critical for growing businesses and thriving businesses alike. Risk management also then dictates that you carry stock. However, if you're producing moldings, holding granules and finished stocks, then supplying and then waiting for payment, you suddenly realize you could be buying this material 6 months before and buying and paying 6 months before you actually get paid back. By utilizing distribution partners, you can streamline your business, take advantage of call-offs, and put that extra space and cash flow to good use, reassured that we've got your back. Sometimes, on a negative side, force majeures are declared, or grades meet the end of their lives. These situations are far from ideal, but our support, and the support of any good distributor, is there to protect and support you. If these things happen, like a change for formulation, or a grade is deleted, our key healthcare suppliers offer robust notification of change policies, and we can enhance these by leveraging our warehousing to support your transition. Our support is scalable. If your business goes up, we can support you more in terms of volume. If it goes down, we can do the same. With our team of over 350 people and access to our website, ultrapolymers.com, 24/7, you have so many ways to get the latest product information, latest order information, pricing, quality documents, and so much more. This digital and personal support is something that Ultrapolymers are incredibly proud of and will continue to invest in for many years to come. Yeah, we've all heard about this topic. I could probably skip this slide. We've all talked about it. But if I had €1 for every time I've spoken about this, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in Mexico on the beach. In all seriousness, I've presented about this so many times at events, and it's one of the key trends that our customers are always tackling. I mentioned earlier that sustainability in healthcare really hit the headlines during the pandemic. A UK design house estimated that 2 billion lateral flow tests were supplied to the UK. Each of those weighed about 12 grams, so that equates to 24,000 tons of plastic coming into the UK just for the testing programs alone, all of which going towards landfill or incineration. Now, sustainability in healthcare, as you've heard today, and it's great to see so much overlap from our discussions, it's tricky. It's not just as easy as sticking in a recycled material. The key tenets of a healthcare material, quality, consistency, and traceability, means you just cannot stick in any old solution. As such, a distributor's role is focused on quite a broad number of options for development support. Firstly, As was said by several people, sustainability means different things to different people. For some, it's reducing CO2 footprint. For some, it's minimizing landfill waste. Some, it's just limiting the amount of fossil fuel polymers that you're using. For some, of course, it's moving away from polymers entirely. Each of these requires a different solution. Understanding a project's specific goals is crucial to finding the right solutions. Every single step of the production cycle can aid sustainability, be it at the design time, material or machine selection, production location, or what you do at the end of its life. Over today, you've heard about a lot of different material options, be they new virgin polymers, bioattributed solutions, biopolymers, or recycled polymers. Each has their own benefit and challenge in the context of medical applications. As I say, understanding the project drivers help us understand what solution is right for you, whether it be replacing a tough to recycle material like PCABS with a polypropylene or something else. Sustainability really is the responsibility of everyone in the supply chain. From designers to the end users, we all must work together to try and find a way to make this industry more sustainable as a whole. Offering material solutions, supply chain solutions, design and development support, more on that in a minute, and that is the role of any good polymer distributor. A partner should guide their clients to the right solutions for them and their products, deploying whatever tools are appropriate. Next up is something I just touched on, design and technical support. One of my roles within Ultrapolymers is leading our technical support team. This team and technical support is a huge passion of mine. With over 150 years within this team of practical polymer experience, this team has a huge amount of insight and value to every step of the development process, from concept through to design, tooling, trials, troubleshooting, and of course, process optimization. As we work in a wide range of industries and a wide range of markets with an extensive material selection, we are constantly challenged with new ideas, problems, and blue sky ideas, which we work on in collaboration with our clients. It's been estimated that about 70 to 80% of a product's embedded cost is fixed at the design stage. That's why it's no surprise that we're increasingly seeing our team working with our clients at the very early stages of a project. This time is spent on material selection advice, design guidance, on optimizing for sustainability or end of life or lightweighting or optimizing production plans and simplifying assemblies. This early stage advice can include offering simulation support, for example, or FEA analysis using tools like Moldex 3D, who are actually going to be speaking here tomorrow. We can help our clients optimize their designs before a single tool is cut. And I can't count on how often insight from our technical and business development teams have actually addressed an unseen problem or helped a customer achieve their stated goals and objectives swiftly and successfully. But this software and the equipment to run it aren't cheap, nor is having a team of people who are trained and experienced enough to make the most of it. However, we truly believe that this part of our job is critical, and when simulations are done in conjunction with the development work and collaboration with materials manufacturers, we believe it makes a massive difference. What's more, as part of our collaboration with our clients, we actually offer access to these tools as part of our service package at no additional cost. When a product goes to production, we don't just wash our hands with it there. Our team knows that once you've got a tool and once you're making a part, you always want to make it as effectively and keenly and cheaply, I suppose, as possible. I was trying to think of a nice professional way to say it, but I think cheap works. Right now, there's obviously a significant focus on optimization, whether that be to reduce scrap, to improve your cycle time, to reduce your energy consumption or your carbon footprint. We can collaborate with all of you and your process engineers to achieve this. Away from the in-person service, we've also mentioned that there are plenty of areas where other support is key, and people, of course, are increasingly turning to online tools. This is where ultrapolymers.com again comes back in. It offers you all of the information you require, is an easily accessible place, as well as continuing to evolve this digital ecosystem. We're adding case studies for key markets and probably more excitingly, training. During the pandemic, we actually developed quite a lot of internal training courses, and these were to support our team's personal development. But speaking with our customers, they actually advised that there was a gap in the market for us, and that the client-facing version of this would have been really, really valuable. As such, we are currently developing and producing training courses, which will be, again, made available on our website free of charge to registered users. If you've got access to our website, great. If you haven't, please drop me a message and we can get it sorted for you, because that will also be one of the locations where you can get all of the information from today's event. So next up is solutions, which when I was writing this, it does sound a little bit vague. And it can include a wide range of topics, such as material solutions, supply solutions, sustainable solutions, commercial solutions, and many, many more. We're regularly involved in situations where customers are approaching the end of a product's life, or they need to refresh it. The scope is usually pretty broad. It could be new tooling with new materials and a complete blank sheet of paper, or we're working within the constraints of an existing tool. Our clients look to leverage our experience to provide them with the best possible solutions. Material solutions increasingly are involving either a drive to plastic from other materials, like glass or metal, or a move away from materials whose future in healthcare is uncertain, such as PVC in blood bags or polycarbonate, as mentioned earlier today. A distributor with compounding capabilities like ourselves can tailor-make solutions for you too. These can be color compounds, blends, tailored additive packages. That's what happens when you come up last. And depending on your demands, all of these can be produced at our ISO 13485 certified site in North Germany. With control of feedstock and formulation, solutions can be defined transparently with you to find a solution in line with your demands. And finally, leveraging Ravago's experience in recycling, Ultrapolymers are actively working with our clients on closed-loop solutions for low-risk applications. As mentioned before, you can't just drop a recycled material into a healthcare application. Our closed-loop solutions include collecting products from our customers, returning them to a central location for grinding, pelletizing. These materials can then be normalized with a virgin polymer, color-corrected if required, or then supplied back to you 100% made from the feedstock we collected. Our quality production in audited sites supported by our supply chain network means that this is an exciting way to introduce sustainability and reuse into your business. You could consider this for applications where you've got a linear product or something that has a low risk. And of course, as part of our risk management, we always look to ensure that any solution meets any regulatory obligations that you have. Again, our job is to support you in finding the right solutions for your products. Next up, I just mentioned quality. A key requirement for healthcare is, of course, quality, or more broadly, regulatory affairs, risk management, and corporate social responsibility. The latter has, of course, been of increased focus, and we're actually proud to be awarded the silver medal by EcoVadis, putting us in the top 15% of businesses audited. My colleague Sandra, at the back, who's been involved in organising a lot of this, has a deep knowledge of the risk aspects of healthcare and corporate social responsibility, and she drives our team and supports our colleagues from the regulatory side, helping them navigate this tricky but incredibly important area. Again, registered users of our website have access to a huge amount of quality information at their fingertips, which they can download for submissions, or they can, of course, request additional information if required. The Ultrapolymers team is here to support you and to give you the confidence that your products are produced using consistent, reliable materials from a trusted source with the full range of information required to meet your obligations to your customers and the industry you're supplying into. The last but one is partnership. Again, this seems a bit vague, but it is something that's essential to Ultrapolymers and is part of our company tagline, very small at the bottom, a spirit of partnership. Partnership and trust are essential in business, but in no market is that more true than in medical. Considering the long development times, significant investment, and the need for transparency and long-term support, This is all fundamentally critical to any successful relationship. At Ultrapolymers, we have a very stable team who typically stay with us far longer than the industry average. With the long development times, we know how vital stability and trust and collaboration are to our clients. And partnership does extend way beyond the walls of a distributor and a moulder, an OEM, or a designer. We also collaborate with design houses, tool makers, ancillary manufacturers, machine manufacturers, and many, many more as part of the development and production planning stages. Our job is to try and tie all of these discussions together to make sure that when you're ready to go, you can. It's all about trust and partnership over a long period, and our team values this long-term partnership we have with our clients. The last one is a global network. I mentioned before that Ultrapolymers are a pan-European polymer distributor, and that our parent company, Ravago, is a truly global business. But I don't think people realize quite how big Ravago are when it comes to having distribution channels around the world. And I think I can look to all of you here and agree that healthcare very much is a global industry. Very few healthcare businesses operate only in Europe. They may have operations in the US. They may have customers in Japan, tool makers in China, and designers in the UK. Wherever you're based or have project stakeholders, there is someone from Ravago who Ultrapolymers can put you in contact with. So some names to know. In America, you have BA Polymers, Entech, M Holland, Channel Prime Alliance, and Mulstein. In Asia, Acumen and Pegasus. And in Australasia, TCL. Our job is to help you find the right partner for you, wherever you're producing, and also whatever you're focused on, be it materials, streamlining or strengthening your supply chain, or supporting global product development and production. So in summary, a polymer distributor who is serious about healthcare has to collaborate with its clients, and the scope of a polymer distributor and their support package is wider now than it ever has been. Supplying the material is just the final step. So no matter your stage in a product life cycle, a polymer distributor such as Ultrapolymers can add value and give you an innovative and forward-thinking solution to add true value to your business through partnership. We're here for you now and in the future to innovate in healthcare together. And that's me done. And I'll have a breath now.